Warning: the content in this podcast may help you get fit. Your discretion is advised. If you haven't been able to reach your fitness goal, it could be because you keep running into fitness scams, misconceptions, and gimmicks. Finally learn the way and get fit with the Real Results No Gimmicks podcast, hosted by body transformation experts Fitness with Flex and Fitness with FlexHERS.
Welcome, guys, to the 12th episode of the Real Results No Gimmicks podcast. We're your hosts, Fitness with Flex and
Fitness with FlexHERS, and we're body transformation experts. Many of you may know us from our clients' amazing transformations from all over the United States and all over the world.
And in today's podcast, we're going to be speaking about how eating fats will actually help you lose body fat. I know this might sound weird to many of us out there, especially if we're counting calories, because if you're looking at it on paper, and you see that 1 gram of protein equals 4 calories, 1 gram of carbohydrates equals 4 calories, and 1 gram of fats equals 9 calories, obviously common sense is going to kick in. It's going to tell you, okay, I need to cut my calories down. It would just make sense for me to get rid of fats and just stick with protein and carbohydrates because fats are higher in calories. But this is why calorie counting is not too good if you want to reach your fitness goals, because in reality, all calories are not equal. It doesn't really matter how many calories you're intaking. What matters is the type of foods that you're putting into your system. Depending on the types of food is what's going to determine if you're going to gain body fat or not. It doesn't really have to do so much with the calories.
Fats are not only going to help you lose body fat, but fats are essential for everyday bodily functions. This episode is going to help the people that are having hormone imbalance, that are having thyroid issues, that usually stems from not consuming enough healthy fats. That's going to help you give a good hormone production. It's also the staple for cell making, for brain function. So essential fats is extremely necessary for you to be able to function at your best.
Not only that, if you're looking to lose body fat, what you should be doing is trying to add more muscle mass. And you cannot add more muscle if you're not having the proper, adequate amount of fats, because again, you're not going to be able to construct the proper hormone balance in your body to build muscle that way. So what's really important for everyday bodily functions to burn fat and to build muscle would be protein and healthy fats. Despite the fact that carbohydrates have less calories than fats, carbohydrates are the real killer here. These are the ones that will more than likely make you fat, because anytime you guys have carbohydrates or sugar, insulin is produced in your body. And every time that insulin is produced in your body, it tells your body not to burn body fat and actually to try to put on more body fat from any excess calories or energy that might be floating around in your body.
And also for women, we sometimes can run into an fluctuation in our menstrual cycle, and a lot of us get alarmed by that. Some of us might have our period twice a month when we're not supposed to. Some of us might not see our period for a long time, and we get nervous and we go to the GYN and we're like, why is this happening? The first thing they do is tell us, oh, you got to get on birth control, you got to get on birth control. But in reality, if you analyze your diet, you're probably missing all these healthy fats that will now help you regulate your menstrual cycle. So before you start freaking out, really take a look into your diet and see if you're missing this very important essential fat.
Also, if you're not intaking the right amount of fats for your body and fitness goal, your body's not going to want to get rid of body fat. It'll sense that there's not enough fat intake, and instead of getting rid and burning off body fat, it's going to want to hoard onto it, because that's the only source of fat that it has at the moment. You're not giving it any fat. Now, this doesn't mean that you want to go all out and just have every single type of fat out there that there is, because there's also different types of fats. You want to generally try to consume as much healthy essential fats, and by essential that means that your body cannot get it unless you actually eat it and ingest it into your body. That's the only way that you're going to get these essential fats. So there's saturated fats, there's trans fats, and then there's also healthy unsaturated fats.
So let's start off with saturated fats. You can find saturated fats in poultry, in dairy products like milk and cheese, red meats, and some seafood. Saturated fats can be healthy in moderation because they help raise your good cholesterol, but they're a little tricky because they can also raise your bad cholesterol. When your bad cholesterol is too high, it starts to affect the coronary artery of the heart, creating a fatty plaque in the artery, and it's going to start to prevent blood flow into the heart and eventually leading up into a heart attack. So it's very important that when you're consuming these saturated fats from animals or dairy products, you go for organic or grass-fed or wild caught, because what happens is that a lot of these regular farm-raised animals are fed a very poor, unhealthy diet, and it's not natural for the animal to eat all this unhealthy food, which is going to cause bad fats in the body of the animal, and that's what you're consuming, which is eventually going to raise your bad cholesterol. So you want to really invest the time and the money in consuming better products or better pieces of meat like grass-fed or wild-caught or organic.
Next, we have trans fats. Trans fats are the worst type of fats you can ingest into your body. These fats are actually man-made and can be found in things like corn oil, vegetable oil, margarine. And if you guys are usually eating out, fast food restaurants are usually loading their foods up with trans fat because it's a cheaper oil to use. Trans fats are also used to give foods a very long shelf life. So if I were you, I would skip the snack aisle and stay away from all these cookies, chips, or anything for that matter that has been on the shelf for a very long time. You also have to be very careful of foods that contain hydrogenated oils as one of the ingredients. Eating too much of this unhealthy fat can clog your arteries, make you insulin resistant, and also contribute to you getting diabetes. Now guys, when we come back, we're going to speak to you guys about the healthy fats that you should be consuming, the essential fats that your body is craving and needs in order to burn body fat and build muscle. Stay tuned.
Learn the truth about fitness and start on the right path towards reaching your fitness goals today by subscribing to the Fitness with Flex YouTube channel. Learn great tips on diet, exercise, healthy recipes, and also check out our client challenges and interviews. And don't forget to visit FitnessWithFlex.com.
So now let's talk about healthy fats or essential fats. These healthy fats are not only extremely important for you to be able to burn off this unwanted body fat, but it's also extremely essential because it's the building blocks of cell membranes along with a variety of hormones, and it helps with muscle building. They're a great source of energy. They help us absorb vitamins and minerals, and they also help us raise our good cholesterol while lowering our bad cholesterol. And one of my favorite healthy fats is macadamia oil, and macadamia oil comes from the macadamia nut, and it has a numerous amount of benefits. Some of them being that it helps you raise your manganese content. And what happens when your manganese content is high is that it helps your body deposit new bone tissue so that your bones are always strong. And this is extremely important because, especially for women, we have a higher chance of developing osteoporosis. So this is really going to help us lower that chance. Macadamia oil is also going to help with the healing of wounds. It helps protect our cells from free radical damage and support a healthy metabolism. And if you have been listening to our prior podcast, having a healthy metabolism is key to be able to reach your fitness goal.
Another great healthy oil is coconut oil, which just like macadamia nut oil has a higher smoking point, which means that it will take longer for this oil to turn into unhealthy fat and won't cause free radical damage in your body when you're cooking with it. Coconut oil also has medium chain fatty acids, which means that your body can break it down easier, causing your body to be able to use it as an energy source while also helping you with organ function and thyroid function. Coconut oil is also very good for hydration and for your skin, and it could also help a lot of people that are suffering from eczema. And also, this amazing fat helps treat ulcers because it has lauric acid. Lauric acid also helps kill bacteria and fungal infections. So sometimes if I have like a cut or anything that's happening, right away I put some coconut oil just to make sure that is not going to get infected with anything. So coconut oil is a very, very good, healthy fat, not only to eat, but also to put on your body to hydrate your skin or to fight off any type of fungal or bacterial infection.
My mom, now that's all she uses as her face cream. She threw out all her face creams for the nighttime, and all she puts on her face is coconut oil, and it has helped her skin so much.
Another good oil is extra virgin olive oil. Now, unlike the macadamia nut oil and the coconut oil, this is not an oil that I would recommend cooking with, because it could turn into unhealthy fats if the heat is too high. But it's something that you could definitely put on top of your salad or on top of vegetables, which will be very, very beneficial for you. Olive oil is filled with antioxidants that help support brain function, heart health, and it's especially good for us because it lubricates our joints, it lowers our cholesterol, and also our high blood pressure. Olive oil is also packed with vitamin E, which is extremely necessary for healthy, elastic, glowing skin and the support of hormone balance.
So for women that are especially suffering from menopause, I know that a lot of you men out there have heard crazy stories of women on menopause, that they're crazy, that their attitude is off the roof, right? But this is due to a hormone imbalance, and olive oil helps you regulate your hormones, which will help you lower your menopause symptoms.
So there you go. You just got to take a shot of olive oil and
and your problems will be solved.
Yeah. All right, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. You're a little bit more at ease with the intake of your fats. You shouldn't be too afraid of eating fats anymore. And when you are going to eat fats, try to have the healthier ones. We gave you 3 today. There's a lot more out there. But if you could just ingress these 3 oils that we just talked about today, trust me, you'll get to your fitness goals a lot quicker.
And you'll have a lot more energy and a better metabolism and better skin. It's just, there's too many benefits as to why you should be consuming these healthy fats.
Thank you for joining us, guys, and we'll talk to you next time. Take care.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Real Results No Gimmicks podcast. We really appreciate it. And if you like what you just heard, please feel free to share our episodes with your friends and visit our website, www.fitnesswithflex.com.